When I first came in here, my breath was something like, they ask you to stand and stand as straight as you can and take a deep breath and let it out and slump. And this is part of the diagnostic technique to tell you where you are. So my breath, I was a little bit like this, and he said, breathe, and I probably went something like this. That was it. And today I can have this huge breath. And believe me, life is better when you have air, when you can breathe. And these are the simple things that we don't know that are possible and that are part of just being, living a normal life that is very simply corrected. I have been using chiropractors my entire life, adult life, probably about 25 years. I stopped about 10, 12 years ago, didn't feel the need to do it. And I developed a problem in my hip and in my knee that just usually that kind of stuff would come and it would go away, but it didn't. I ended up with a pinched nerve in my neck where I was in bed for 30 days. I was going to surgeons. I was going to, spinal decompression or neck decompression machines to help alleviate the massive pain. I was on painkillers for a month.
And what were they telling you?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They had no understanding of what happened. They had no idea how to correct it. The surgeon said, I can't see anything. And so you just, like so many things in this world, you just make do the best you can and just assume like, oh, they don't really know the answers, and oh, I'm just getting old. And a friend of mine sent me in to see Bruce. And Bruce very quickly explained to me, we don't deal with the hip, we don't deal with the knee, we deal with the structure of your back. He explained that as we resolve the problems in your back, and your hip and knee will straighten out, which it did after 3 or 4 weeks. It just went away and never returned. I've had a lot of other health issues. I've been to a lot of doctors. I know how to think about my health. And when I came in here, the first thing I noticed was that there's a very specific diagnostic technique. And I've had huge amounts of mechanical, physical body work done, deep tissue massage, different types of chiropractic, craniosacral, all these types of things. And I'd never had anybody that had a diagnostic technique that was done the way Bruce did it. Every time that you come in here, it specified a sequence. It told him what to do, which I thought, my goodness, isn't that great? So it's a very scientific situation. And then there are the remedial techniques, which the diagnostic technique specifies, were done in a completely different manner than a typical chiropractic. They were done up against a wall. Nothing is ever done when you're on your stomach. There's nothing ever done cross-legged. And the movements, when they are done with a neck movement, is when the neck is adjusted, it's only done in one direction. The benefit is that what happens here is life-changing. Other people that I've been to, it's like, help me get through this problem. You know, you have very low expectations of what's available to us. If our knee is hurting, we go, oh, I hurt my knee. I need surgery, or I need this, and everybody doesn't have an expectation that, oh, that can be very simply corrected. I was very hunched over, my neck was very forward, and my breath was very shallow. And I had a rib twisted over my heart, and it was the first thing that was released, and my breathing became much deeper. I have been doing this methodology for 1 year and 9 months. And every time I come in here, I feel better, I feel different, and I can come in here standing very tall and very straight, and I can leave here going, I'm straighter and I'm taller. How does that work? And we don't know it, and that our back is actually this very, very delicate instrument, which is essentially becomes like a Rubik's Cube, this kind of very crazy puzzle, in which he has the diagnostic technique to unwind. When it was in the middle of the winter, I walked on some black ice and obviously didn't see it, and I went totally horizontal, and I came straight down on my shoulder and on my hip. And at my age, that's where people break shoulders, break hips and everything, and absolutely nothing happened. And it was a huge slam, and I wasn't even sore. When the body is aligned properly, you don't have these issues. Bruce is really a spiritual warrior, and he's what he sees this as is a spiritual attunement. We have memories that get stuck in our body, and it's physically held in your muscles, and that when you release these, adjust these bones, you let these memories go, and it's helped me enormously psychologically, and I always feel Bruce is up to the challenge of understanding where I'm at emotionally. He sees it instantly. For instance, I came in one day 2 weeks after my dog died, just walked in here normally, I didn't say anything, and Bruce takes one look at me and says, "What's the matter? You're not you." And I go, "How do you know this?" I said, "Well, my dog died." So he knows instantly when you're not right, when you're not you. This is an extraordinary opportunity for people to change their lives.